Man, Dr. Phil did meme review. That'd be like if Peter Molyneux did the meme awards.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tangerine! You ever heard of Bisounours Party Adventure?
This new party adventure.
You ever heard of this
This
thing?
new... No, I have not. What does it mean?
So it turns
Tell me.
out it's French for
It's French.
Care Bear. Let me Google how you say it again because I'm horribly
Okay.
mispronouncing it. I had it up on
Well, we can't speak
dictionary.com.
French anyway,
Here we
so...
go.
Bisounours.
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 What?
Bisounours Party Adventure. So,
Oh
'cause
god, you're
I saw this
actual
game.
Care Bear.
Yeah, because I was showing this to Vietnam Dave, and he was saying like, "You look just like a Care Bear. Is this like a knockoff Care Bear game?" I was like, "It's called It's called
Bisounours.
Bisounours Party Adventure." I was like, "What the fuck is
Bisounours.
Bisounours Adventure?" And turns out it's French for Care Bear Adventure.
So
So from now
well,
on, I'm just gonna call it Care Bear Party Adventure because I can't pronounce that French word. So
we're not
yeah.
French, so
We're
don't,
not
don't
fucking
expect much.
French.
Yeah.
Basically, I just saw like there's a Twitter called Valve Time. They just tweet out
Yeah.
stuff to do with like Valve, Half-Life 2 mods and stuff. And I was like, you know what? This looks really fucking stupid. I'm gonna play this. And turns out I sat down and played the entire thing. It was great.
Is it a short thing or is it a long
Yeah, it's like a couple of hours maybe.
thing? Okay.
The thing is, you can move through the game really quickly because the movement in this game is like you can like bunny hop a lot.
Yeah.
You see here, like every time you jump, it kind of propels you forward, so it's already got this great movement system in place. And I love movement. I love games with great movement in them. It's
Yeah.
like one of my biggest things.
Well, it makes something that's mundane and boring actually fun.
But at the
So.
start, pretty much, just in the starting state, basically you're doing like basic tasks, teach you how to pick up things, do stuff like that. This is kind of a tutorial of the game. But then they give you this
That huge
mechanic.
syringe.
Yeah,
The hell-
you find these huge. They're like unlockables to gain more health. As you see, I have 5
Okay.
more health now.
That's a bit creepy.
I thought it was
Okay.
you say it was going to be good. I thought at one point it was just going to turn to a horror game because these Care Bears are fucking terrifying.
I actually really look at this though. Like the colors they've used and like this really pops.
Yeah,
This looks really
the
nice.
flower is a crowbar.
Oh.
It
Oh.
starts out it's like Care Bears.
Yeah.
And
So
you do some like little valve puzzles, but
So you're
then
starting
the bad
Care Bear
Care
village.
Bears attack
Oh.
and they're gonna murder you.
Oh. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You sure this isn't a horror game?
No. And then you have to go around killing the Care Bears. So apparently, Care Bear Party Adventure is based on like a popular source mod that was PvP. But then
Okay.
recently they turned it into like a campaign sort of thing. So this is what I'm playing. This is like the story campaign version.
Yeah. That's what
I guess like the movement and the weapons are taken from like the multiplayer source mod. I've never played it. Maybe I will at some point because I enjoyed this game so much.
Okay, going back to you murdering Care Bears.
Yeah.
Why did this
They
happen?
literally just came into the village and started murdering people for some reason.
So you killed them?
I don't know. Well, it's dog eat dog or bear eat bear, right?
Dog eat bear, bear eat dog.
Then you kind of just go into this open world with like this crossbow that fires flowers, and the movement's great. You can just move around. You can shoot people.
Oh, that's really cool.
And like the further you get into it, I was like, because at the first I was like, this is a meme game. It's gonna be shit, right? The level design is really good. It's actually really well thought out. Like I think
really cool.
I think he's spent a lot of time working. I like how the blood decals are flowers.
Oh my, that's what that is. Okay.
Yeah. Just compared, like you get these 8-balls, which are like the grenades. There's a couple of puzzles you have to solve.
8 balls.
Yeah. Bring it a bit further. So I was
okay, what's the law behind 8 balls and Care Bear though?
I have no clue. I think they were just like, we need a model for a grenade. I don't know, magic 8-ball.
Okay.
But look how fast you can move in this game.
Yeah, but it makes like that crossbow shot. Like you vaulted over the edge and then like hit the guy in the head with a crossbow. That's just movement and shooting. It's always a good combination.
Yeah.
I just love the look of the terrain though. Like it looks so cartoony.
Yeah, and then you have
It's
like Care
beautiful.
Bears murdering each other in the background.
Oh, okay. We'll skip that. We'll
past
skip that.
Skip past it. Nothing happened.
No, we'll skip that.
But there's also no fall damage, so it's like.
All right.
I'm pretty sure there's no fall damage in this.
I like those trees just at the edge of the cliff.
So it's basically just like, yeah, go fucking ham with like the movement because there's no like penalty for like falling.
77 chocolate.
Yeah, there's no fall. That's armor.
Oh.
So the face is my health, and then the chocolate's the armor.
Okay, sure.
That's how that's represented. So I have a recording the whole thing, so I'm going to skip through to certain parts just because I want to show off as much of the game as possible. But this video is not going to be like 2 hours long. This is like the cave section. This is when I first realized that the level design is really good. I think this is like a minecart section. Yeah, there's really cool different scenarios. There's a little fight here, a little puzzle.
I just love how the terrain looks though. Like it's just really nice looking levels as well as good.
That's the point where I was like, okay, you can bunny hop in this game. I need to rebind the space key to the mouse wheel down so I can bunny hop. If you bunny hop in Source games or any other games, you'll know that that's a really good way to bunny hop. Is to bind your
why is that
jump key?
I can't see that working personally, but okay.
If you've done it before, you'll know. Like it's very easy.
Yeah.
Using mouse wheel down is very easy to do, and you can do it quickly. So it's very useful bunny hop because you need to jump over and over again.
So you can't just hold space then?
No.
Okay.
Because pressing space jumps, holding down space doesn't do anything. Although it might be different in this specific game, they might make it easier to bunny hop if you're like bunny hopping in other games. So this is really cool. These are the roller mines from Half-Life, but they also explode. If you don't know about the roller mines Half-Life, they come towards you and they start like attacking you. But these also have a fuse on them, so after a certain amount of time they explode.
My God!
So it's like they took like a existing NPC from Half-Life and they turned it into a way more interesting NPC inside this fucking meme game. And this meme game is way better than it has any right to be. Like I don't know if they intended it to be a meme game. I mean, it's Care Bear Party.
It must do.
I was asked if this was an officially licensed Care Bear game. I don't think it is. I think it's like one of those fan mods. I wonder if they'll receive DMCA takedown notices from Care Bear. I don't know if they're big in the gaming market. If there is any officially licensed Care Bear games, I don't know.
That's why it's probably not called Care Bear Adventure though. They probably just went, let's use a French word.
I don't. Maybe the developer was French. I don't know much about them, to be honest.
Yeah, but weren't the Care Bear speaking English? Though?
They kind of have. Well, I think the text is in English. I think they kind of speak in that ukulele banjo kazooie way.
Oh, okay.
Which I kind of found annoying. I was like, I'm kind of done with it. Like,
it
was cool in like the 90s or whatever, but now it's like, I don't know. Some people like it, some people don't.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't find it good or bad.
Get to the minecart section of this game is really good.
Oh, that's cool. So okay. I don't understand why you're going this way though. What's the story behind you?
Basically, I was so if you don't, I don't have the sound on, so we can talk over it. But I got the shotgun now. Great weapon.
Ooh.
Gonna shoot some people. The story is that so you've got like these moving carts you can be in as well. And that's really cool. Anyway, the story is basically the Care Bears attack, and they said you must go see the wizard to find out what's going on. Basically, you have to go to the Grand Wizard for help. The classic go see the wizard thing, basically.
Why is that a classic story though? Why is that a thing?
I've got the Uzi now, which is another great. I love how like you've got
just an Uzi.
Yeah, it's just like an Uzi, but it's in like a cartoony Care Bear-y way.
Yeah, that's good juxtaposition. That's good.
Pull out the gat. I think I still use the crossbow a lot just because I like the crossbow.
Crossbow's cool.
It feels good to use because you have that projectile shot as well, right?
Yeah, when you get a hit, it's...
I'm getting some more Uzi ammo.
So you're off to see the Wizard of Oz, I presume.
Oh, okay. No,
well, I presume it's not Oz, but
I guess he's like a Care Bear wizard, right?
Yeah. I don't know much about the Care Bear lore, so
I don't know much. Oh, you have this section where you're like on a moving minecart and you have like these Care Bears coming out after you.
They're ducking.
Yeah.
That's too powerful.
They have like NPC mechanics.
Yeah. Right.
Spawn kill.
That place did not live. Yeah, these are well thought out maps, though. Wait, can I call it a map if it's just like one continuous? There's no loading screens in this, right?
I think there is loading screens.
Oh,
I'm like
okay.
saving. I don't think it's one continuous map. It might be. But this section here, you have to like get in a minecart and then jump out it at the last minute to get across the gap. It's like a little jumping section.
Oh, right, yeah.
You have all these other Care Bear and minecarts as well.
Oh my god, okay. It's being attacked.
Off to see the wizard. Oh, this section's really good. This is like a platforming section.
Which obviously is really high up in the world, because why wouldn't you do platforming high up?
It's like great like level design, how it looks and everything as well.
I do love.
You have like this section when you're going from like one little platform to another, where you're hanging over like this dead drop where there's nothing down there, and you're like death down there. You like have this section where you're like climbing up vines and stuff, which is really cool.
Oh, that's what this is. Okay.
And then next section I'll show you. Maybe the
cave?
adventure section. Oh, so you kind of use weed pipes as like a health thing as well, which is why I was like, oh, this definitely wouldn't be a licensed Care Bear product if you got the weed pipes out.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of where I was like, oh, it's more of a meme game, right?
They're not technically
But you
Care
have like,
Bears,
this
they're just
section's
bears that
pretty good.
look
This is
like
like
Care
a
Bears.
you're like you call down this elevator and then mobs and like waves of Care Bears just start coming at you, and you're like, shit.
This kind of reminds me of TF2 like map. This little section.
Yeah, I could kind of see it like 2-4 or something like that.
Well, I don't know any of the maps, but yeah.
Oh, that's what I was actually gonna. You just reminded me what I was gonna say about it. This game is how I imagine Pyrovision from TF2.
Oh yes.
If you don't know, there's Pyrovision and TF2 makes everything look like candy, and you know the flamethrower shoots out bubbles, and no one shouts out in agony. They just like giggle when they get hurt, and there's no blood or anything. This is actually if Valve was to ever make a Pyro single player campaign, I imagine this is it. This is just Pyrovision.
I would want to see another. I said other game, but I guess this is a game. I'd like to see another one of these. Actually, this is really cool.
So this is where you go towards like the wizard.
Oh, in snow.
You go up into like the mountains, and you have like you go through this
Oh
magical
my God,
rainbow
what the
bridge.
fuck is this?
If you also look at my face, you can see I'm injured here, 57 health. My face changes and gets more bloodied, like the Doom face, which I quite liked. You have this like platforming section with rainbows where you have to move around and stuff. This is a cool section. I did find at one part of this I got really stuck. There is one part of this platforming section that's a real pain in the ass, and I got pretty confused. That's one point where I was like,
is that like a puzzle problem, like you didn't know where to go? Or
yeah, I think it's here.
Okay.
Specifically, I wasn't really sure where I was supposed to be going. I kept like jumping off and killing myself and having to restart and stuff because I was like super confused as to where I was supposed to be going. But I couldn't look up anything about it because it just came out, and it's like a source mod that I think 10 other people are playing. It's gonna have that problem where unless you're asking me, no one's gonna know anything about this game. So you can't look up walkthroughs or anything.
You were the expert.
Yeah. I think like the times you experience that, right, are like when you're playing a game not many people know about, or you're playing a game that just came out. Like you pre-ordered and preloaded a game. Like I remember playing Portal 2 and I got towards the end and I was super stuck and I was like, damn, I can't look through a walkthrough because, no one's finished this game yet.
You have to wait.
I had to just power through it. I'll tell you a game I said fuck it and looked at a walkthrough through because it's so fucking retarded. Hello Neighbor. We'll be talking about that next, but God, Hello Neighbor is an interesting game.
So that's the single
interesting
player.
Game, not in the sense that I think I finally figured my way up, so that's how you do it.
Okay.
But you go to the wizard, You have this short section here where basically what happens is waves of enemies come, you fight them, and then you go to the wizard's castle. Pretty cool. But the wizard's castle is more interesting, so I'll show you that. You have 4 trials that you have to overcome. So you can choose which one you want. I chose the Trial of Spirit, which is the worst fear one, which kind of does turn into a horror game for like a minute, but it's not really. You kind of just go down some ramps with green gas in them, and it's like kind of creepy. It's like, it's like it's a little bit spooky. I think there's maybe a jump scare here, kind of, but it's like a cube jump scare. It's like, well done, you faced your fear. It's like you faced your greatest fear. I was like, oh, I was scared of cubes this whole time. So there's different trials. This is kind of like a puzzle, so you have to make like a seed grow. Spoiler alert, if you want to do these puzzles yourself, you want to get off the video now and download the mod. I'll put the mod in the description. I think you need the upcoming branch of Source SDK 2013. I'll include it in the description, so don't worry. Basically, this is the trial of life, and basically you grow a tree which you climb up.
Yeah.
The next trial is the you have to eat everything in the room. And
what?
So the idea is to figure out this puzzle is meat heals you like it did in old video games. So the way you do it is you damage yourself with the fireplace.
Oh my god, okay.
And you go and eat the meat. Eventually, he goes, all right, that's enough. I'll open the door. It's fine. I wanted to see what would happen if you ate all the meat in the room anyway. Nothing really. I think he says a voice line maybe, but that's about it. But there's no like secret ending if you ate all the meat, pretty much. And then the 4th puzzle was the one I found the hardest. There's 4 different bell tones, and then you have to play them back in time, but I couldn't tell which bell was which. This is the one I struggled with the most. I didn't like that. I had to turn like the sound up to hear it. But in the end, I just
puzzles I can't do.
Yeah, I just kept grinding, and eventually I got it because I was thinking about quitting at that point. I remember because I was struggling with it. This is the wizard. He's a giant cube, and then he says to you, "You're seeking guidance." And then he takes basically he tells the story. They were taken prisoner by a guy called Vex. He's the evil Care Bear in the top hat. He's forcing them to make weapons for him, basically, in his weapon factory. And then he opens a portal for you to go to the weapons factory. So here you are.
Okay. So why did the wizard want to pass the trials before he
to prove that you were worthy or some shit? I don't know. It's Care Bear lore.
Okay.
But I find this really cool. Like
big asshole.
The complete mood of the area changes as you go to the weapon factory. It's like you have this corrosive acid everywhere, and everything hurts you, and it's this big monolithic factory. And you go inside. When I saw the 34, I was like, oh, it's giving me like Portal vibes, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But this area is really cool. You have these giant. There's a lot of sections where you're jumping from platform to platform and with like giant chasms below you that can kill you, which is pretty cool.
Don't take full damage.
Lots of platforming as well. Yeah, you don't take full damage, but if you fall down there, you'll fall to your death. Kind of like Ratchet and Clank, right?
Oh yeah.
Another great game like Care Bear Party Adventure.
Well, it's just the spiritual successor to Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, pretty much. But basically, you go and find the Care Bears, you break them out. Basically, you break them out and start a riot, and then you just start killing everyone. You get rocket launchers as well. Rocket launchers are fucking amazing. Let's see if I can find some. Here's the rocket launch. I felt like I was playing like TF2, actually. Like, you mentioned TF2, like, just bunny hopping around super fast, blowing everyone up with rocket launchers, but everyone is Care Bears. Yeah. Like, you have these platforms that propel you, just flying through the levels with rockets. It's so fun. It's like hard to explain, but like the movement and like the gunplay is really, really good. Like I feel like I can't stress it enough because I feel like no one's playing this game at all, and it's actually really good.
Yeah,
it's a free Half-Life 2 mod, so you should check it out.
Yeah, this really should be its own game though.
But I'll skip along, I think, to there's a fucking boss fight in this game. You fight a tank in this game. It's a whole boss fight with a tank, and you have to like hop around and try and find a way to destroy the tank.
Like a Jack and Daxter boss fight.
Yeah, initially I was like, oh, I can just open him up and shoot him, but he has a flamethrower turret, so you have to figure out how to like disable parts of him by like shooting off bits of him before he kills you.
Okay. They've actually put a lot of thought into this, though.
Yeah, you have to like dismantle the tank by shooting parts off. Bad. You're our hero, and then the factory starts like exploding. You then have to try and escape, and then it has a cliffhanger ending. So I blew up my factory for nothing. Because he's like, blow the factory up, and he's like, sir, what about our weapon? He's like, fuck it, I just want to kill this one Care Bear for some reason.
Okay.
And then this is how it ends. It blows up, and you land out here with the evil Care Bears. Forget about them. He says, we have him now. You're like the Gordon Freeman of this Care Bear universe.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to kill you for some reason. But they won't they want to kill you, but they won't just shoot you. But yeah.
Not until the second installment.
That is Care Bear Party Adventure.
Bisounours.
Bisounours Party Adventure.
It's like a really cool throwback to like the last decade with the really good games. Like it is a lot like Ratchet and Clank in a lot of ways.
It's a lot like a game called Half-Life 2 in a lot of ways, actually.
Oh, I would not expect that one.
No. But yeah, you see a lot of like Source games in it. You see like the TF2s, the Portals, that sort of stuff. Like it's a Source mod. Check it if you're like, oh, I like Valve games, I like Source mods. Check this out; it's really fun. Okay, that was Tangerine, Care Bear Party Adventure. We're trying something new this week, where I was going to try doing an entire Tangerine in one game, just because I have footage of the entire game and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sat down and played the entire thing in a couple of hours. So yeah, that's Tangerine. Goodbye.
Goodbye.